yes, Mzansi, welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast show opening up on S3. And let me tell you, this morning, it's all about multi-talented individuals. And we're going to bring another to the forefront. We're talking about Endinako Mbunje. Now, she's a rising rugby star and proud Isebane senior choir member. And all the way from Khayelitsha to the global stage, she's been selected for the HSBC Roslyn Park Sevens in London. We're going international, baby. And a journey from soccer to rugby is a story of passion, a story of perseverance, and today we're going to be celebrating her incredible achievements on and off the field. You beautiful soul, how are you doing this morning?
I'm good, how are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm excited to see incredible talent always coming through, especially right here, because you know what this means, that it's only going to get better and better and better for your career. But let's talk about this. You're representing Western Province. You're participating in the South Africa, I think it's under 20 or under 18 training camp as well. Endinako, this is huge. How does this feel for you? This is a massive stamp of approval, right?
Yeah, this is a very great experience, and I'm just proud of myself and for the young women also to
see what you're doing. I guess they're going to be inspired, right?
To be inspired about, and also committed to the sport that they love, and it's all about discipline also.
And that's something I'm assuming you require quite a bit of, right? I mean, there's so many external influences that I'm sure you've experienced growing up. To maintain that focus, to be able to work so hard, that must have taken quite a bit. Are those challenges for you when you're preparing for these big tournaments, for something like going over to London? How do you maintain that focus when there's so much in the world like trying to distract you?
Yeah. I just train and make sure I don't give up on my talent, because there's a lot of like great players outside there, and they talented but they can't because of due to their backgrounds, due to where they come from and all that, so they can't showcase their talent. So going to London's a very great experience.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, did you ever think that you'd be involved in a sport like this and then also traveling across the entire globe to play it?
No. No, because I started off as an athlete.
Yeah.
And I played soccer as just like as an extra thing, not as in like for a career.
Was that just for fun?
Yeah, just for fun.
Yeah.
Until my coach told me the other day in soccer training, you should try rugby and all that, because you could be a very good player. And I was like, okay. And I fell in love with rugby, and yeah, I started. So I feel like being here now, it's so great.
Oh, and I'm watching some of these highlights of you performing. Clearly we can see, and I'm pretty grateful that you didn't stick to soccer, because you got a talent here, I must say. Yeah. What was that first sort of moment like? Because I can imagine a lot of females out there, they're going to watch you, they're going to be inspired by what you're doing, but they also might be quite overwhelmed and nervous. Going into something like rugby for the first time, that can be quite intimidating. Scared, nerves, everything coming through. How did you get past that moment? What got you to get over that sort of hurdle and show up for that first session of rugby?
Yeah. Okay, so rugby is a very physical sport.
Yeah.
So, and most of the time they feel like young girls can't make it through rugby because it's a physical sport, and you know, it's only for men and all that stuff, yeah. So I feel like when I was in that stage, I told myself, okay, I can do this. My coach motivated me in every way, and yeah, and I told myself I'm gonna make sure that I make him proud, and yeah.
Yeah, well, I think you're already making him proud for sure. The fact that you're not only playing the game, but you're representing so much right here on live TV as well. You've got great goals in rugby, I'm assuming. You've made the province team now. We're going to that training camp for SA. Is the goal to be a Springbok?
Yeah, the goal is to be a Springbok player. And also I want to have my own team, young girls team, and just show them and motivate them the way I did it, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you're not only obviously an athlete, you're also multi-talented. We've got the incredible voice behind it as well. And you're also part of Isebane's senior choir. How do you juggle all of this, being an athlete, having this sort of orchestral part of you also coming out as well? How do you do this?
So I just try to balance, because I'm talented, I can sing, and I'm a very I'm good at sports, so I'm just trying to balance it by doing both of them at certain times. Like, for example, I go to training sometimes, but then I try to balance it also because I love music, and although I'm a rugby player, but then I still love music, so I just try to motivate myself to do both because I'm both talented. Yeah.
So what you're saying is you can have your cake and eat it. Redefining the rules. I can't thank you enough, Endinako, for coming through and sharing your talents, but more importantly, sharing your story with us, because it is the inspiration that so many girls are watching right now, and we can't be more grateful for that. And next time you go on the couch, you're going to be wearing those Springbok colors too as well.
Yeah.
We're going to put that out there. Yeah, Endinako, keep working, keep slaying away, and I can't wait to see you performing with the choir as well, because multi-talented is what it's all about, Mzansi. So there's a lot to look forward to right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and a lot that we're going to still dive into. So don't go anywhere. What's happening next, peoples?